Ah, well, it's bound to happen. It was bound to happen. We're just so simple as buying viewers for cheap. And suddenly you have a Twitch career and make decent money so you can quit your job or stop looking for a job. If it were only that fucking simple, I would gladly drop some of my saved cash down and be like, hey, give me viewers. But it's just not that fucking simple. That shit's a scam. They'll fuck you up. Should go talk to Colin first.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Your worship.
Summon the War Council! Summon the War Council! Summon the War Council! Oh, right. My Inquisition went up twice. Alright, well...
Someone's turning into a bit of a dragon hunter, I've heard.
Damn right I have. Not even worth it. Not yet. I mean, that's not bad. An additional 10% to all defenses, so I just take less damage. I mean, that's not terrible. And I am running out of the really good stuff to do. Thanks to a few well-placed acquaintances and a carefully crafted reputation, merchants will pay the Inquisition 10% price sold to them. You know what? Yeah. All right. See anything in Ferelden that's new? Locate weapon of Tear to Bright Axe. Sure. 21 hours. Jesus. Maybe like at the end of the night. Research. Neatly filed request form, copied in triplicate and delivered to the appropriate parties. Request tissue samples from carnivores found in Central or wow. Purpose, the commander has expressed. Okay. Sure.
Inquisitor.
Huh. Let's see. To Ambassador Josephine Montelier, thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take this discovery seriously in light of recent events, but I'm positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Bram Kenrick, University of Orlais. The University of Orlais has vouched for Professor Kenrick. If he says there is something worthwhile in Frostback Basin, we should investigate. Alright. We've scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very old buckles. Hopefully this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. The place is dangerous. Yeah, okay, sure. Eric. Dorian. And I've been using Blackwall, so let's move to Cassie. Confirm. Let's go. Hero of Ferelden.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me
Scout.
to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
All right.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor?
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
The texts say that Inquisitor Ameridan was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Ameridan stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition helped find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Ameridan was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
What do you think about the Avar?
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders. They'd be unstoppable.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfisher poo. The stuff's vile. Makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
That's a brilliant idea. I'll endorse it.
Wonderful. I'll write it up as soon as I get back to Skyhold.
It is a brilliant idea.
What are your thoughts about our progress against Corypheus?
Progress? We'll make some progress soon, won't we? Right now it feels like he's won already. No, I shouldn't say such things. Evil can't win in the end. I have to believe it can't. Otherwise I'd just start crying and never stop.
They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn how to fight? Draw a bow, all that.
Here and there, you pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys. I'm no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts and what takes him down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, you know, other things. And archery? Well, there was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow, taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows.
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
I hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they move to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montelier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, you know? It's
Yeah,
not that I
I
don't
get it.
trust you or our soldiers. It's just, I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
We'll continue this.
We'll talk later, Scout.
Safe travels.
Oh wow, this looks like a whole ass map. I don't remember Frostback Basin though. Alright, well, let's go talk to the professor. Apparently that's one of the things I need to do. Baffled note. A note affixed to a book entitled Ser Lothair Varney Duret's Victory and Dominion. Lady Harding, I could use the opinion of an expert. Though impressive, the victory outlined on the marked page could not have been achieved as stated. Bram Kenrick. Sure it could if you had enough apples, Harding. Who is this from? Okay. Don't think I want to read quite all that.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter?
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. Not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle, but ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter, while this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Elysian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armor rings. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silver, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordelis. That dagger has to be a gift from Cordelis Draco, first emperor of our lane. No one would just lose such a thing.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Okay. It's actually an interesting question. And armor-wise. Oh, hell no. Actually, that's not a bad point. Yeah. She can absolutely have that. Really is too bad. 200. 220. Oh, wow. 314. Yeah, it's still better. Oh, that's coal. Actually not wearing anything, am I? Oh, yes I am. Amulet of Constitution. Which I probably shouldn't be wearing. That's more for the tank. Don't even... You know what? I don't want to know. Okay, so that's done. And oh, this place has fade rifts. Well, cannot have a fade rift this close to our camp. We just can't have it. That is unacceptable. We cannot have that at all. Inquisition forces, excellent. Alright. So Frostback Basin is actually fairly extensive. Like it's a full map. Okay. Sure. think that melee defense. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, wow. No. Jesus Christ. How, these things aren't... Like, they're not... Yeah, I don't know what happened, dude. Like, we just fell apart. Yeah, we fell apart. I don't know how, I don't know why. Well, character record. Apparently I have 2 points to spend. I'll take it. And